Tonight, join Ursula Carlson, James Roque, Josh Thompson, Liv McKenzie, and Vaughan Smith as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, here's your host, Hayley Sproul.
Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Welcome to Have You Been Paying Attention? Now, the contestants are still at home, but I'm here in studio with my fiancé Aaron as sole audience member and PowerPoint presentation operator, and we are ready to quiz our contestants on the week's events. Tonight we'll be joined by two guest quizmasters, Celebrity Treasure Island's Edna and later by Olympic gold medal winning rower Tom McIntosh. But tuatahi nei, let's say hello to our contestants. Zooming in is Ursula Carlson, James Roque, Josh Thompson, Liv McKenzie, and nobody in QMU pick up the phone or his internet will cut off. It's Vaughan Smith. Nau mai hoki mai everyone, lovely to see you all. Josh, my friend, great to have you on the show.
Yeah, great to be here.
Now, like many of us, you have been getting pretty bored in lockdown and you've been hitting the old online shopping.
Yeah, I became very enamoured with Facebook Marketplace.
Ooh.
And look, I've found a real gem, a real hidden little gem in there. If you take a look at this guy's selling some nuts I found a while ago. And as everyone knows, I'm a big fan of old nuts. So I tried to figure out what it was, and I clicked through. If you click through to the description, it says, was doing a tradie job back in the day and found these during smoko. Saw my mate eat some, so I kept them to make sure he didn't die from them first. Anyways, a few years later and found them in my cupboard. Should be all good. So yeah, I've got a contactless delivery coming on Friday, so it's very exciting.
I think it's $2 well spent, Josh. Hopefully,
Thank you.
Hopefully they are, as he says, all good.
Yeah, hopefully I don't die.
James Roque, nice to see you, my friend.
Kia ora, Hayley. It's a bloody pleasure to be here, mate.
Now, James, you're a man with many strings to his bow, actor, comedian, and it turns out, based on what I found on your Instagram, also
Oh, no.
magician. Have a look.
Hey, everyone. How are you? Yeah.
Is that it?
Hey, wait, there's more. Hey!
Oh, wow. Liv, I'm just going to ask you not to applaud, please.
Okay.
It's,
No, applaud, baby. I think that deserves it.
it's not worthy.
Yeah, they call me the Filipino Chris Angel, Chris Angel.
All right, team, it's lovely to see you all, but it's time to dive into some news, so put those hands on those space bars. Let's get into it. Former Prime Minister John Key has been back on our screens.
Go and tell them, I tell you what, you can't go to Rhythm and Vines, you can't go to a nightclub, you can't go to a bar, you can't get on the New Zealand flight.
What is he talking about, Ursula?
Well, it sounds like Max Key has been a bit of a nag during this lockdown.
He's not talking to his son, no, Liv?
Isn't it like you can't go to R&V, a bar, a nightclub or an Air New Zealand flight if you don't have good MDMA?
I don't know that's what Sir John Key is pushing there, James.
No, he's saying that you can't go to those places if you don't get your vaccine.
You are correct there, James. Those are his ideas, of course, on how to increase vaccination rates, saying that they should be mandated for flying and attending major events. Vaughan?
Jetstar was just like, you can still come with us, we'll take anybody.
In fact, please. Something strange showed up in the back of a police car in West Auckland on Sunday night. What was it? Josh?
A West Aucklander who is sober.
Stop spreading rumours, mate.
I resent that. Ursula?
No, it was a turkey wandering the streets.
Ah.
It was a turkey that was found wandering the streets.
Yeah, and can I just say it was delicious.
Oh, absolutely. Big move for Aotearoa. Between late October and late December, we will be trialling what? Liv?
Short poppy syndrome?
No. We like it all. Like to keep it tall. Ursula?
No, we're going to trial at-home quarantine.
Yeah, that's right. Self-isolation instead of MIQ for people returning to the country for work purposes. This medicinal cannabis spokesperson is worried.
There is widespread panic.
What is the panic about, James?
The supermarket are out of twisties.
Nah, it's rations all the way. Liv?
They got the wrong shipment and now he's the medicinal meth spokesperson.
Slip into the Rollies sleeve. James.
No, the government's medicinal cannabis trial thing is ending, which is sad for like people who need the medicine, and it only leaves them with one option, which is to meet me outside after the show.
You heard it here. Yes, that's the government's grace period for some medicinal cannabis products is coming to an end, potentially leaving patients with only a few very expensive options. A big report was being translated by the AM show.
In other words, 2/3 of them are filled with, I think, crap, literally.
What's filled with crap, Liv?
Hayley, is it my butthole?
I'll just check the card, Liv. It is not Liv McKenzie's butthole. Ursula.
Hayley, is it talkback radio callers?
I really wish I could give you 10 points for that answer, Ursula, but I can't. Josh.
It's rivers, isn't it? Aren't they full of poo?
Yeah, New Zealand waterways. I'll pay rivers, with 2/3 of them showing signs of ecological impairment. This Waipa Council Zoom meeting has been in the news. Why? Josh.
At about 10 minutes in, everyone took their tops off. It was crazy.
Not why it's in the news. I don't know if that's true or not. Vaughan?
Everyone's using it around the world to like make themselves seem busy so they don't have to deal with their families when they're working at home.
Yeah. So it has hundreds of thousands of views, not because it's interesting, but because people are just watching it so they look like they're working.
So good.
A TikTok filmed in a car in Wellington has gone viral. What happens? Ursula.
Was it the good day that Wellingtonians always talk about? Did they get it? Did they capture it?
Oh, well, it does look like a good day in the video, but not why it's got people talking. Vaughan?
Security guards are walking past and the girls in the car were like, who are these security uncles looking after? And then Jacinda and Clark walk past and they just like lose their minds about it.
Indeed. Let's take a look.
Is it Jacinda? It's Jacinda!
How cute is that?
It's like they've just found out that she's real.
That's so good. So those security guards apparently followed them everywhere they went that day, which was fine for the park, but really awkward for Peaches and Cream.
Heading overseas, and it's been a big week for US President Joe Biden. On Tuesday, he got his third what? Vaughan?
Nipple pierced. He got the main two, but then like the third one, it's there, it's a nipple, you want the whole set.
Not what he got done, James.
Pacemaker.
Hey, the more the merrier. Not what he got, Josh.
He got his third COVID shot because he's encouraging older people to get a booster shot, and he also just likes to feel something.
You're right. He's encouraging over 65s to get a booster, and he is certainly over 65. The Canadian Prime Minister was showing respect.
For the past 1,000 days, they have shown strength, perseverance, resilience, and grace.
What's that all about, Josh?
He's saying goodbye to his favourite pair of undies.
It's always an emotional moment. James?
No, I don't know what he's talking about, but I thought Justin Trudeau was a person of colour. Who's that guy?
You've just seen one image and it's not the right one, I promise you, James. Vaughan?
Weren't some Canadians arrested in China on suspicion of spying and they've just been in a prison for that long?
You are very much correct. 2 Canadian men arrested on charges of spying in China have just been released. Boris Johnson had some harsh words for a surprising foe.
And when Kermit the Frog sang, "It's not easy being green." You remember that one? I want you to know that he was wrong.
Wow, what's all that about, Liv?
He's taken Miss Piggy's side in the breakup.
Not quite what he's talking about there, James.
No, it's because as British Prime Minister, he's jealous because Kermit the Frog gets to make love to a pig and no one gets around. And he wants to.
Is your choice of the words "make love" really?
Yeah, you got
caught me
to
off
light some
guard there.
candles, put some prints on.
Josh?
I think he's talking about climate change, but I think someone should just check in on him, just make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
I think you can smell toast where he's standing there.
Yes, James.
It's real weird to use like Kermit the Frog as like an analogy, and that's like if Jacinda went up there and was like, "All right, everyone, now remember thingy, we need to keep an eye out for climate change."
That's not bad, James. That's not bad. Josh, you get the points. He's saying that we have the power to tackle climate change. We just need to get on with it. It's time now for a break. We'll be right back with our guest quizmaster, Edna Swart, a Kuakine.
We've got a real treat for you today, folks.
Feces Friday?
Yes. La-ti-da.
That's strange.
I'm covered in fleas, head to toe.
Between 300 and 400, they do become part of the family.
Oh, my God.
You smacked his ass good and proper.
One in front, one behind.
Going for this big whip in here.
Oh, that was a moment.
I chased him.
He lost his head.
Sometimes it's just plain funny.
I don't know.
Welcome back to Have You Been Paying Attention? All right, team, well, prepare your acceptance speeches because we're diving into the world of showbiz. Hands on buzzers. The fashion world was buzzing over this. What are we looking at there, Liv?
Me and my flatmates when our periods sync up.
Iconic. I'd love to be there. James?
No, that's the new earthquake house in Te Papa.
Hot new attraction, Vaughan?
It's a Fenty fashion show.
It is indeed Rihanna's new Savage X Fenty Volume 3 show, choreographed by none other than our very own Paris Goebel. Delta Goodrem was performing to an empty Sydney Opera House last Saturday. Why? Vaughan?
Because she's called Delta and everybody keeps their distance from that at the moment.
Not a great name for the moment, isn't it? Josh?
She forgot to tell anyone that was happening.
No, I think it was publicised. James?
Did she do it for like a global fundraiser for something?
I'll give you that. Yeah, she was part of the 24-hour Global Citizen Concert, which is raising awareness of world poverty, climate change and inequality. 10 points to you, James.
So something. Yeah, there you go.
It literally sounds like all the things.
There are reports Star Trek actor William Shatner will become the oldest man to do what? Vaughan?
Connect his phone to his Wi-Fi without asking for help.
I find it doubtful, to be honest. Josh?
Accept that society changes.
Again, probably not on the cards. James?
No, I think he's going to space, right?
James, you are correct. He's going into space. He's reportedly going in Jeff Bezos' rocket for 15 minutes as part of a documentary. Josh?
I mean, they know he's an actor, right? He's not actually like the captain of a spaceship.
Yeah, I think they might be a bit confused there. Infomercial queen Suzanne Paul has been back in the news.
Hi, guys. I feel like I've been through the mangle. Do you know what one of those is?
Oh, yeah.
How has she been through the mangle, Liv?
She accidentally joined ISIS.
One accidentally does that. Ursula?
No, she blacked out during a Zoom call. But wait, there's more. When she came to...
Yeah, you are correct. She was on she was giving a motivational talk on Zoom and she blacked out. But she's better now. Josh?
Yeah, I saw her black out and I was worried that she tripped on those thousands of luminous spheres, but I'm glad she's okay.
All right, team, it's time to welcome our guest quizmaster. She's a boss babe who's absolutely killing it on Celebrity Treasure Island. Kia ora, Edna Swart. Hi! Edna, I have to say, I'm absolutely addicted to Celebrity Treasure Island. I've been binging it, and you're amazing on the show. Tell us about your experience. How was it?
Look, in the moment, I hated probably 90% of it, but looking back at it, it was 100% worth it. I just think, like, it was just a lot of crazy emotion, mental, physical stuff.
And do you think going into that you were prepared for it to be that challenging?
Physically, it was fine. I wasn't prepared emotionally and mentally for it.
Wow, James.
Yeah, hi, Edna. So you were on Celebrity Treasure Island. I was just wondering if you wanted to maybe form an alliance against these other losers. Just for this part, you know, I might...
Do we know alliances, James?
James, also, if there's going to be any alliances, the South Africans will be sticking together so much. Yes.
Bruh, got room for one more?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Come.
good, bruh.
Oh, wow. No alliances, thank you, team. Now, Edna, you were seen as a real competitor on the show. You're fighting a good fight. I know you can't tell us too much about it because it's yet to play out yet, but you really are. You're tough. You're fighting tough.
Look, I went in there with one purpose, and that was to win. Like, I wasn't there on a camping trip. Like, no, I've got work to do.
And New Zealanders, you like play it down, and then when you do win, be like, oh yeah, that's cool. I suppose that's nice. But we don't go out to win. Well, we don't tell people we go out to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is quite a Kiwi thing, just to kind of like downplay it. But us South Africans, we're just like, we say it how it is. So.
Now, Edna, you were part of the original and the new Team Repo, who have been winning basically every single challenge at the moment. Why do you think your team's been so dominant?
We kind of just have this like really functional, dysfunctional family unit that just seems to work. So
it's certainly working for you. And of course, you're winning lots of prizes as a result of winning those challenges. You got coffee and food. What was the thing you missed the most about going on Treasure Island? What did you have to give up?
Honestly, the biggest thing that I missed was a mattress. I'm not kidding you. We had to sleep on like sacks. Like, I don't even know if that's like legal for someone's body. It was terrible.
Now, Edna, before I pass it over for you to do the question asking, we do have to talk about your swimsuit collection on the island. How did you avoid a bit of a wardrobe malfunction? I feel like I'd pour out of this thing.
To be honest with you, it's kind of like, I like living a bit risky. You kind of just have to go with it and fingers crossed nothing slips. Like, that's just...
Risky's a word, I guess. Ursula?
No, I was just going to say I've got that exact same swimsuit. And, yeah, mine, it's almost like it pulls a little to the left. Do you find the same with yours?
Kind of. I know what you mean. It's a little uncomfortable when it does that, yeah.
A little bit. Vaughan?
Just let me know when you're going to wear yours, Urs, because I got the same too. I hate to have a bloody pull time snap, you know.
Well, Edna, we're very excited to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants our TV questions?
Yes, let's do this.
Take it away.
TVNZ has announced what reality show will return this October.
James.
Is it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire who still can't afford a house in Auckland?
That's a format I would absolutely watch. Not the answer, Liv?
I can't remember the name of it, but I just know the host is like really hot and really cool and just like someone you'd really look up to and kind of want to emulate.
I know, Liv. Look, it's that one with Mel Bracewell, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I love her. She's so great.
She does cakes and stuff.
Yeah,
How dare you? Yeah, you're on the right track, and Vaughan's absolutely derailed you there. Josh, let's see if you can answer it.
It is the Great Kiwi Bake Off, or as I like to call it, Lockdown.
That is correct. The Great Kiwi Bake Off is coming back.
With yours truly.
All right, next question. Huge news for fans of Tiger King. What is it?
I'm fizzing. Josh.
They're getting sued by the Lion King.
The Lion King is not suing the Tiger King. Ursula?
No, that lady, the tiger actually puked her husband out.
Allegedly killed her husband. Vaughan?
No, the second season comes out soon on Netflix.
Yes, the second season, and I'm so excited for this. I'm here for this. It was a great first season.
All right, Edna, last question, please.
Last question. So my team was comforting me on Monday night's episode.
It's okay, Ed.
Yeah, we're here for you, babe. We love you.
What just happened?
Josh.
You got your sleeve stuck in your eye? No one was helping. I'm really sorry.
I don't believe that's quite right there, Ursula.
No, did you eat all the biltong that you snuck in and it's got real sad?
No, she's not crying over spilt biltong. James Roque.
Okay, I'm going to hazard a guess here and say that you lost the challenge.
I did. Unfortunately, I lost against Richie Barnett in an endurance challenge. This was actually to win a massive piece of the game and a lot of food, which I epically lost.
Vaughan.
It's funny because how you reacted there is how the South African rugby team reacted when they lost at the weekend.
All right, mate, Jesus. Come on.
Snivelling.
Hayley, can you just take control of this game, please? Can you just move us on?
about to jump out of the Zoom.
All right, team, it's time for us to take a break, but we'll be right back. Edna, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Edna.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next time.
Homa. Well, get your eye mask on and hitch up your compression socks. Let's take a trip around the world. French President Emmanuel Macron had a tough day on the job while promoting local cuisine. What happened? James?
Yeah, it was weird. He couldn't taste or smell any of it for some reason.
Not quite what happened there, Liv.
I think someone threw an egg at him, which knocked his head off and revealed a tiny little rat president.
I'll pay you for the first part of that. Yes, a protester threw what appears to be a hard-boiled egg. Ooh. Take a look.
Yeah, that's some anger. You're like, I don't want to ruin his suit. I want to ruin his life.
Stephen Joyce is looking at that going, oh, man, come on. You've done that for me.
Swedish activist Greta Thunberg made headlines this week after she said what about Jacinda Ardern? James?
That she lick-a-dick-a-day. I couldn't keep a straight face, but I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, we're from the 90s. Do you look a dick a day was something that people would say, you had to say it really fast at primary school. And I said it once, and then my teacher made me write down on the piece of paper, do you lick a dick a day? And then I had to take it home to my parents to sign it. No, it wasn't do you lick a dick a day. Liv?
She said, Jacinda, bad, environment, good.
Yeah, basically you've got the info. Ursula, can you help out?
Yeah, she said Jacinda hasn't really done anything because our emissions keep going up and that Jacinda's actually quite hot.
Well, okay, I'm going to give you the points there, Ursula. I don't believe the second part was there. It was election time in Germany and the leader of the Christian Democrats almost had his vote disqualified. Why, Josh?
He held it up, ripped it in half, ate it, and then drank a cup of red wine.
Not quite. That's clearly spoken from a man raised in a Catholic family there.
Apologies.
James?
He, folded it wrong or something, and you could still see who he voted for?
Yeah, you're supposed to fold it a certain way, and he folded it the other way, so you could clearly see who he voted for, which is actually illegal. He did vote for himself, but also he lost the election. So there you go. Heading to Canterbury in England. What is going on there, Liv?
Is this a representation of how my autocorrect thinks I talk?
Every ducking time. James?
No, that's the annual town rubber duck race where they throw a bunch of rubber ducks in the river, or as I like to call it, pollution.
Yeah, it looks very much like pollution, but you are correct. That is the Rotary's annual rubber duck race with 4,000 ducks competing for cash money. This Russian ad has made headlines.
Миссисипи.
Миссисипи. Миссисипи, пароль верный.
Будь всегда на связи с детьми. Подключай бесплатный семейный.
Okay, what on earth is going on there, James?
We're watching a man's career die hard in real time.
Not quite what it looks like. Vaughan?
It's a deep fake of Bruce Willis. He said, yeah, you can use my likeness, but I'm not coming to Russia to film your ad. So they just used a deep fake of him.
Yeah.
That's a deep fake. It's pretty good, isn't it? A Sydney shopper got a surprise when he returned to his Jeep.
So I had people around the car with the cameras on.
Oh, why were there cameras on? Liv?
Bees. It was bees, and he really should have thought about that before he bought a Mitsubishi.
Oh, Liv, you really should beehive yourself.
Oh, stop it. I'm not going down this riff here. Liv, look, I give you 10 points very reluctantly because I hate that answer. But yes, a huge swarm of bees collected in his car within a matter of minutes. Take a look.
Take a look, because in this case, seeing is believing.
She tried it as well. Well, this feels very appropriate now. It's time to put you through your paces individually, and it's been a while, so it's time to play Can You Spell These Words from this week's news? Get it, Liv? It's a B. It's a spelling bee. The game is in the name, guys. I give you a word from this week's news. You spell it, I give you 10 points. And we're going to start with you, spelling bee queen, Liv McKenzie.
Yay!
All right, Liv, here we go. Will Smith has revealed that he and Jada Pinkett Smith have an open marriage, describing it as freeing them from a prison. So, can you please spell a word that they are not Monogamous.
Ooh.
Monogamous.
Okay. M-O-N-O.
Okay. Good start. Mono.
G. Gomas?
Gomas?
Gomas was the big purple one in Ronald McDonald's gang, wasn't he?
Yeah. Gomas. All right, I'm going to need an answer from you.
Okay. G-O-M-A-U-S?
You were close. M-O-N-O-G-A-M-O-U-S.
I think that's what I said.
No. Don't play that game on me, Liv. No points paid to you.
Nuts.
And we're going to move now to my friend James Roque.
Oh, no.
I know, no one likes this game but me.
This is my second language.
Ursula's tried to play that card every time we've played this game.
Every single time.
And it doesn't work for her either. All right, James, a suspicious bag caused Wellington police to close down a section of Lambton Quay on the weekend. So can you please spell Lambton Quay?
Sure, easy. L-A-M-B-T-O-N-Q-U-A-Y. Lambton Quay, baby.
10 points, James. Woo! Well done. All right, Tomo, coming to you now. What was that?
That was me preparing for spelling.
Okay, wow. All right, Josh. A group of Kiwi business people have announced plans to start up a third supermarket chain in New Zealand. So can you please spell for me entrepreneur?
Okay, E-N-T-R-E.
I'll let you know you're on a rock solid start.
P-R-E-N-E-U-R.
10 points!
Oh, yes!
Not easy. All right, 10 points going well so far, other than Liv. Vaughan. Vaughan, your turn now.
Okay.
It's been revealed the sides of our motorways are being sprayed with a chemical called glyphosate, which has been linked to cancer and banned in many countries. Can you please spell for me glyphosate?
G-L-Y-S-O-P-H-A-T-E.
Did I say glyphosate?
Glyphosate.
No.
Very close.
Glyphosate.
Glyphosate. We're saying the same word, Hayley!
Hang on, okay. I said glyphosate and you said glyphosate, but some reason you spelled glyphosate.
I feel like I'm in the back of the car and Mum and Dad's getting a divorce.
G-L-Y-P-H-O-S-A-T-E.
Okay, yeah, no, I was spelling glyphosate. Glyphosate. No, I don't know what I was spelling, actually. I was just...
An imaginary word.
I think I had an aneurysm. Can I have another go?
No, you can't go again. You can jump into the same classroom as Liv there. Last but never least, Ursula Carlson, your turn now. Music fans learned Eminem is officially opening up a fast food restaurant in Detroit called Mom's Spaghetti. Can you please spell for me spaghetti?
S-P-A-G-H-E-T-T-I.
And 10 points to finish the round there. Well done. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with our guest quizmaster, Tom McIntosh, Akawakine.
The results are in, and Germany's two main rivals
We have run out of fuel after labelling our MIQ system.
Very good in a ding-dong. What's your response?
I would totally do that too. That's hardly a ringing endorsement.
I think now's a great time to give a shout out to engineers out there.
All talking about the fact that we will eventually get a haircut.
Let's take a look at the numbers.
No. Why do we care?
You got to say something. No getting up and doing the blue monkey. Who could argue with that?
Back to Have You Been Paying Attention? It is time to welcome our guest quizmaster. He's an Olympic gold medal winner from our rowing 8. Tom McIntosh, are you there?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Absolutely amazing to have you on the show. To start with, congratulations.
Cheers, thank you. No, we're all stoked with the result. It was just such an awesome experience.
I bet it was. And of course, it's been nearly 50 years since we won gold in the men's 8. How does it feel?
It has been 50 years, so it's quite a historic event in rowing, and it just feels fantastic.
Now, tell me, Tom, I heard that the road to the Olympics wasn't an easy one for you guys. Tell us a bit about that journey.
To qualify for the Olympic Games in rowing, you need to qualify at the World Champs the year prior. For the 8s racing, we needed a top 5 finish. The men's 8 finished 6th. And so there were 2 more spots available. And to contest those, you had to go to the Regatta of Death, which was held in Switzerland.
I know they legalise euthanasia over there, but to kill people who don't want a rowing race seems a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, eh? I guess the Swiss just do things differently, right?
So you go into this Regatta of Death, and it's your final chance.
It's a final chance. So it was a great regatta for us because we won both our races, so we qualified for the Olympics. That was fantastic. But on the flip side, you've got people who've kind of devoted like a lot of their adult life to the sport, only to not qualify at this last chance. So while we were ecstatic with qualifying, you've got people in tears, like heads in hand. So there's no regatta quite like it. I reckon you'll never be able to experience that in any other regatta you go to.
Ah, well, stuff him, you won, you know? Tough shit, you know, get over it.
Make a good psychologist, Hayley.
Yeah, thank you. James?
There's like 8 of you in that canoe, right? Are you ever just tempted to like just pretend to row? Like, you know, when you're like, you know, when you move a house and like there's one person who's just like touching the couch instead of lifting it?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you guys, are you ever tempted to just like be that guy?
Yeah, sometimes. So I sit in the bow, so I'm in the back of the boat, so no other athletes can actually see me. And the joke in rowing is that I'm just standing in the back doing kind of a Titanic maneuver on the back.
Yeah.
Going down the lake.
You guys did heat chamber training.
Yeah, we did.
What is that? Was that to get ready for the heat in Tokyo?
It was, yeah. So we sort of realised that it was going to be very hot in Tokyo, like anywhere between 35 and 40 degrees Celsius with 80 to 90% humidity. So down at Rye, New Zealand, we sectioned off part of the gym and then would just throw hot water all over the ground and had heaters in. And we got that up to 38 degrees, 80% humidity. And we'd do sort of hour-long erg sessions in there. And we'd have some athletes losing anywhere between 4 to 5 litres of sweat in like a 40-minute period.
So hang on, you're training surrounded by heaters and you're chucking water on these heaters. We're lucky you didn't die before you went to Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Osh saw that one, it would have flown.
Now, of course, Tom, it was a very different Olympics. No audience, a lot of restrictions. How did you cope under the sort of different circumstances over there?
It was my first Olympics, so to be honest, I didn't actually know any different. And I just thought it was such an amazing experience anyway. But talking to the other guys, multiple Olympians, they said that this was kind of nothing in comparison to the other games.
Josh?
I was just wondering, is it quite hard not to bring up the medal all the time?
Yeah, like at this stage it is, yeah. I've had some cool moments with it. Like I flew from, we were at Christchurch back up at Hawke's Bay when the first lockdown happened, and I had the medal in my carry-on, and it went through the scanner, and the security said, "Oh, have you got a big magnet in there? Like there's a big metal disc." And I was like, "Oh, it's not a magnet, but just you're going to need to check it out anyway."
Big flex. Big flex at security.
Yeah. And he opens the box and goes like, "Oh shit! Like, is that Olympic gold?" And I was like, yeah. And then he goes, "Oi, Tracy, get over here."
There's always a Tracy at security with her pants pulled up too high, eh?
All right, Tom, very exciting to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants our sports questions?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
All right, contestants, well, you go shirts, I'll go skins. This is sports. Tom, take it away.
Lewis Hamilton has become the first Formula One driver to do what?
Josh.
He picked up an Uber fare during the race.
I don't think he did that, Ursula.
No, he's won 100 races. He just won the Russian Grand Prix.
Hang on, Ursula. 10 points to Team Ursula. He won 100 races after he just won the Russian Grand Prix.
All right, Tom, hit us with the next question.
So this one got sports fans talking.
UFC superstar Israel Adesanya's followed through on his word.
His word to do what?
Josh?
He finally mowed the lawns. Good on him.
Weeks too late. Vaughan?
He's moving to America. He said, I don't like not being able to come and go freely to New Zealand, so I'm going to stay in America.
Yeah, 10 points. You've To you, Vaughan. He's announced he's leaving New Zealand and moving to America.
Greatest country in the world.
All Blacks prop Joe Moody is eyeing up big things.
It's not done very often, and this is a time for us to sort of make history, I guess.
So what's he talking about?
Liv.
He's releasing a jewellery line called Moody Rings.
Not a bad business idea there, Josh.
He's going to empty the dishwasher.
No domestic chores on your mind, Josh. We won't keep you. Ursula.
Well, they're going to try their level best to get a clean sweep over South Africa at the Rugby Championship this weekend.
And how do you feel about that, Ursula?
How do you think I feel about that,
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll give you 10 points for that answer. The All Blacks are going for a clean sweep.
At least some South African will be winning.
All right, Tom, next question, please.
Tennis sensation Emma Raducanu has mixed things up.
Been promoted, Emma.
Yeah, it's my new job. I always wanted to be a ball girl.
Why has she become a ball girl?
Josh.
It's just a lot easier.
Yeah. A lot less stress and pressure, I'm sure. Ursula?
No, she played tennis with the Duchess of Cambridge, doubles, and then she just sort of stood there to be her ball girl for a bit, and then, just doing her part, really.
Ursula, you're doing pretty well here. Another 10 points.
Thank you. Can I get your medal? Can I have it?
Yeah, sure thing. After the show.
10 points is not the equivalent of an Olympic gold medal.
So she was meeting the Duchess of Cambridge and she played with her as a doubles partner before also becoming her ball girl.
I'm not much of a ball girl myself.
Me either, Hayley.
To American football, and the Baltimore Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker, was in a good mood.
He just said, hey, way to do your job.
Why did he say that?
Josh.
He broke a record by kicking a ball 66 yards, but if he kicked it another 3, it would have been much funnier.
No, it would spin around and come right back.
Tom, what do you reckon? That's the answer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's bang on the money. He broke records by scoring a 66-yard field goal. Take a look.
Kept carrying and off the crossbar and through.
Absolutely incredible. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, our winner will be crowned. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Edna.
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Tom.
It's time to bring it on home with a round of Rapid Recall. All right, contestants, hands on buzzers, start that clock now. Addington Cup Week in Christchurch could have a major change this year. What is it, Josh?
They're going to shoot the horses before the race.
And then the jockeys have to chuck the horse on that thing and
Come on.
James?
No, there's going to be no spectators, which is going to be devastating for the rich white lady hat industry.
It really is really going to be a big blow. But yeah, no spectators if Christchurch does not move to level 1 by mid-October. Japan's greatest sumo wrestling champion, Hakuho, made a major announcement this week. What is it? Liv?
He's retiring due to wedgie-related injuries.
I don't know if those are the injuries, but yes, he's retiring at the age of 36 due to injuries. He'll go into coaching instead. A report has been released detailing why an Otago uni student travelled from Auckland to Dunedin during lockdown. What was the reason? Liv?
She forgot to put her couch out before she left.
Not quite. Ursula?
No, she looked online and she thought she was allowed to.
Yeah, she looked it up and nothing told her she couldn't, so she went. Hard week for Elon Musk. What's happened, Liv?
He broke up with his girlfriend Grimes, and I sent him a DM to say I hope you're okay, and he said back, fuck off you povo bitch.
Wow, okay. Congratulations, Liv, on your new relationship, because yes, he split from his girlfriend Grimes. Sydney outdoor swimming pools reopened this week, but there's criticism that they will allow what? Vaughan?
You're allowed to swim even if you've got kind of like a loose Band-Aid on your toe?
Don't do that. Boo, boo, boo. James?
No, it's unvaccinated swimmers, Hayley.
Yeah, they're going to allow unvaccinated swimmers. Points are yours. Kiwi Guns N' Roses fans have had a big week. What's been announced? Josh?
They've discovered deodorant.
I don't think they have. James?
No, they don't need to pay child support this week.
Ursula?
No, there's been a lineup of bogans getting vaccinated because they're going to play at Mount Eden, and you have to be vaccinated to get in. So all the bogans are going, nah, Brandy will keep me safe. I've got, oh no, I better get the vaccine.
Yes, they've cancelled what was going to be a Dunedin concert and is now going to be taking place at Eden Park instead. Historic changes at Volvo. Starting next year, none of their vehicles will have what? Josh?
Wheels.
Oh, the noise on those things. No, it's not wheels. James?
No, it's leather, Hayley.
No more leather. Points are yours. Big week for Kiwi actor KJ Arpa. What happened? Liv?
He found $50 on the street.
Huge news. Even bigger. Ursula?
No, he's got a baby now.
He does. He welcomed his first child, a son, Sasha Vai Kaneti Arpa. Congratulations. Shock announcement from the Wellington Phoenix captain, Stephen Taylor. What was it? Liv?
No more cheeseburger vouchers for Player of the Day.
Oh, my God. Why turn up then? Vaughan?
He's retiring.
Why?
Well, I only just learned his name, Hayley, so I can't be expected to know too much about...
Okay. Ursula?
It's because he doesn't want to stay in Australia.
Yeah, he's retiring days after being announced as the captain, due to the team having to continue to be based in Australia. The Tony Awards took place in the US. What took home Best Musical? Liv?
Is it the celebrities who sang Imagine?
Oh my God, no. We never want to see that again. Vaughan?
It's the COVID announcement jingle.
Ursula?
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge, the musical indeed. 10 points to you, Ursh. Prince Charles and Camilla made a secret donation to which Kiwi cause this week? Josh?
We don't know. It's a secret.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, actually, how do we know this information? Vaughan?
It was a Westport flood relief.
It was indeed. Points are yours. Facebook has officially paused its plans to do what? Liv?
Stop my mum from posting the worst possible pictures of me she could find.
Yeah, well, we hope so, but not the answer I want here. James?
No, they're going to stop developing Instagram for kids.
Yeah, because it's a terrible idea, James. Tuesday was a big day for Governor-General Dame Patsy Reddy. What happened? James?
She met Dame Patsy Steady and Dame Patsy Go.
Very silly. Vaughan?
Successful Taco Tuesday.
Not Taco Tuesday. Liv?
She got bangs.
It wasn't. No, even bigger than that. Ursula?
No, she retired.
Yeah, it was her final day as our Governor-General. Points are yours. After 64% of voters were in favour, Switzerland has become the latest country to do what? Liv?
They legalised gay marriage, so you can't get straight married anymore. You just have to get gay married.
I'll pay you the points for the first half of that. You can still get straight married if you want.
Oh, big.
Yuck.
Oh, yucky, cringe. Madonna has revealed who she would like. Ooh, there you go. That sound brings us to the end of the show. Let's check our final leaderboard. And our winner tonight is Ursula Carlson.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations to our winner, and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. We'll leave you with this reminder of the need to pay attention when reading the sports news.
Australian skipper Tim Payne is set to undergo neck surgery, but medical staff remain confident that the veteran will be fit for the Ashes. Payne has a bulging disc that has been that's a funny one, has been causing...
Oh dear. Next week, Ursula and Vaughan go head-to-head with Pax Asadi, Reese Mathewson and Laura Daniel. We'll see you then.